Hello all and welcome to yet another episode of Killer Shrew Fans Killer Toy Reviews. Yesterday we started reviewing all the dinosaurs that came in that box that we opened the other day, and today we're going to do the same thing. And in keeping with the vein of giving light to the lesser known prehistoric creatures that Safari Limited has released over the years, we will be taking a closer look at this guy. It is the 2013 Elasmosaurus. Now, he came in the box, and I gotta say I was very excited to get this figure. I'd been looking at him online for some time, never really got the courage up to actually buy him, so it's great to finally have him. But without further ado, let's get this guy out of the packaging. There he is, sitting in all of his glory out of his plastic prison. And I gotta say, this is a fun figure. I always do enjoy the marine creatures that Safari Limited releases. They're always pretty cool to display on their own little world, and this guy is no exception. We're gonna give you a closer look at this figure, starting off at the head. As you can see, all of his little tiny teeth have been sculpted and painted different sizes. This is just a wicked looking mouth in here. I mean, oh, it looks deadly. I mean, it isn't as scary as the Pleurodon, which we reviewed recently, but wow, oh wow, this is just a gnarly looking creature. The inside of the mouth is sort of painted a flat pink, but they did include a tongue, which is nice to see. The eyes have been painted very carefully. They're so beady looking. I mean, they look like they come off of a living creature. It's just mind-boggling to me how alive those eyes look. Oh, I love it. On the underside, you can see they have sculpted a nicely shaped gullet that is forming from the opening mouth there, which is a lovely detail. Going down the neck, you can see two stripes here, one black, one sort of a golden yellow color, which is nice. Going all the way down the neck, it is a very, very long neck with a graceful shape to it. You can tell this thing is just like snaking its way through the water. I love the pose of this figure. One grievance that I do have is when I looked at him, I thought he would have an articulated neck, not articulated, but like a wire neck, because back in the day, I remember they released, Carnegie did a Tanystropheus figure, and that one had a wire in it, and I remember I loved playing with that one as a kid, so much so that I think I wore it out. I think I broke the head clean off from all the bending of the neck that I did, but God, I had so much fun with that figure, and it's kind of a disappointment that you cannot pose this neck, but what are you gonna do, you know? Onward to the body, you can see they have sculpted each fin here. The front ones are longer than the back ones, and I believe that is the right look for them. You can see sort of wrinkles going on where they bunch up and meet at the body. Going all the way back to the back flippers, the same thing sort of going on with some wrinklage. The tail, short, curving off to the, from the creature, it goes from to the left all the way back to the right with a graceful little shape there. And as you can see, they have sculpted more wrinkles where the tail is sort of turning and bunching the skin up. And it's lovely to see them paying that much attention to it. On the underside, you've got this very bold yellow color. Lately, I think they've been doing more things where, like, they mimic something in nature where creatures have a lighter underbelly to mimic the sun shining into the water, and then a darker top. And they did that here, but it's not in a natural way. Like, if you were in the water, this thing would still stick out like a sore thumb. Yellow versus the white of the light coming in, and green versus the blue of the ocean beneath you. Not a huge grievance for me, but it might be for you if you like seeing them paint them in a camouflage sort of way. But the coloration on this guy, though bold, is really okay to me. It's a little flat in some areas, especially just the fact that it is just green this whole way down, save for those stripes at the top there. But that's okay, I guess. They gradiate nicely together. And they did put a sheen on this guy. It really picks up better in this harsh light. As you can see, he is kind of shiny, and they have textured the body instead of just saying, screw it, we'll make him smooth like an eel. They gave him this nice texture similar to the Pleurodon, but we'll get into that in our size comparisons. Oh, just how big is this figure? Well, let's bring in our trusty dusty tape measure and find out. from the tip of the tail all the way to the front, you're looking at roughly 10 1/4 inch, and height, it really doesn't get that high off the ground, but width, you're getting right around 5 inches worth of marine reptile in this toy. Size comparison time. Here you can see the Elasmosaurus next to the Liopleurodon, recently reviewed on the channel, and as you can see, these guys look great together. They're sort of in the same size range for the Safari Limited marine reptile look, and they display nicely together. It's nice to have a shelf dedicated to just the marine reptiles, and really, if you wanted to, these guys look pretty good together. You'd think they wouldn't because this guy is such a harsh color, and this guy is so muted with blacks and whites, but really, they do. It works. I'm just as surprised as you are. Next we have the Carnegie/Safari Limited Ichthyosaurus, another marine reptile that we used to compare to the Liopleurodon back in that video. Link will be in the description for that video, by the way. And as you can see, these guys, again, they look pretty good together. This one is not textured, taking it sort of out of this world, but I can forgive it. I mean, I don't expect them all to have the same rough texture, and it's nice to see some differentiation going on. And of course, as with any of our videos, if you don't have either of those figures, go down to your kitchen, grab yourself an average everyday banana, and from that you can get an idea of how this toy would size up next to an average banana, just in case you don't have either of those figures. And that concludes our look at the 2013 Safari Limited Elasmosaurus. Overall, I think I'm going to give this figure a 6.5 out of 10. He's got a decent sculpture, decent paint job, but overall, he's nothing too exciting, especially if you have other Safari Limited figures. This guy isn't a standout by any means, but pretty decent. I want to know what you guys think of this guy. Do you have him already? Are you going to pick him up now that you've seen this video? Or is he just for you? I mean, is he no chance, no go? Let me know in the comments below. As always, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't be afraid to hit that like button right down there. And don't forget to subscribe for more killer toy reviews. We will see you in the next video.